Okay, in this tutorial, we're going to put the little crank handle on the side of the box. So we'll have the box in one layer and we'll be making the little handle in the other layer. So go ahead and click on an empty layer and then click on just the bottom half of the layer that has your box so it looks like a blueprint. This is where we're going to draw what the handle looks like. So under the Create tab, we're going to go down to Spline Draw, and then in one of these two lower windows is where we're going to put the handle on. And just click where you want the handle to be. And I'm going to go down and to the side. And I will stick a little probably another little cardboard or wooden handle on the bottom of this, on the actual part that you hold on to. So the nice thing about this is that you can move these little spline nodes around and get them to look exactly like you want them to look. So hit enter when you're done and you have a nice little line with dots on it. So we're going to go ahead and open up a new layer again by clicking on an empty box and put, where did it go? There it is. Put the little spline in the background, and here you can see my little spline. It's hard to see in this view because it's it's straight on, so we're looking at the end of it, so you can't really see it there. So in this new layer, I'm going to go get a box, and I'm going to go to the window where I can't really see the spline because it's so narrow. And I'm going to click and make a tiny little box. Do not open it up in any of these other windows. It's got to be absolutely paper thin. Hit enter and then hit tab. And when you hit tab, you'll see that your little box turned from a square into a circle by hitting tab. Now I want to stick it right on the end of this wire. So I'm going to click it, hit move, which is T, and move it to the end. And you might have to move between the different windows until you get it just right. But you want it right on the end of that wire, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see. I'm going to go to multiply, and I'm going to go down here in this bank of buttons and go to rail extrude. I'm going to click that and go for the automatic setting that I'm not going to change anything, just automatic, and say OK. And it made the handle for me. But when I look a little closer, it's actually kind of inside out. You can see through it if you turn it around. So if that happens to you, just click on the letter F for flip, and it flips it to the correct side so all of the surfaces are on the outside. Okay, so now I'm just going to real quick make a little handle that goes on the end here. I'm going to go to the Create tab and I'm going to go to Disk, and I'm going to go back to my right hand window where I'm looking at the handle from the end of it, and I'm going to click and drag about as big as I think I want the handle to be, kind of put it over the top of it so I can tell. And then I'm just going to drag it sideways and pick it up and move it down a ways so that I have a nice little wooden or metal handle on that. Hit enter. You can highlight it and then hit Q and name it handle and give it a nice color. And when we put it together with the box, you can see that we now have a nice little crank handle that we can turn and have the music happen in the box.